Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of Dormakaba Presents Tech Talk. We are here in Kolkata and with us we have an individual who is leading one of the most renowned and established practices in the city and redefining it in many ways, and we are absolutely too honored to have Mr. Debmalya Guha, who is the architect and an urban designer with Pace Consultants. I just wanted to check with you, what are the challenges that you as an architect, as an urban designer, face while working on projects within this rapidly urbanizing economy and landscape?
Well, thank you, Reshma.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me in this talk and giving me a chance to, speak about the challenges and not the romantic side of architecture.
Okay.
Well, architecture is romantic, but like all romance, it also has its
dark
sides,
yes.
which doesn't, or things that we don't really bring out in the public very often.
Okay.
But anyway, yes, it's India is going through a super rapid urbanization, and as you can understand, it's growing in an exponential rate. So every time we think it's getting more and more faster or more and more elaborate, or so the challenges that we architects face are at various levels.
Okay.
Well, to make a design interesting, beautiful and impressive is all architects' dream, and we love to do it, but that's only a very minor portion of the entire gamut.
Okay.
Like once you have done it, then it's almost like the birth pain till you get the baby. So so the pleasure part is like, if we give it a timeline, it's like a 1 hour thing, and then you have to take 9 months of pain
yes.
to get the final building out. And this 9 months is really, really painful. And in real life, it's actually 3 to 5 years maybe, or even more sometimes.
Exactly, yeah.
So the first stage that we have to go through is getting the sanctions done. Once the design and drawings are finalized, we have to get the sanctions done.
Correct.
And that's probably one of the darkest part of the entire process.
Okay.
As you know, we come from a country or a nation where even the most honest man in the entire era of time couldn't go through honestly 100%.
Okay.
Even Yudhishthir couldn't do it.
That's true. Yeah.
So who are we? But that's a challenge. Like, it's kind of accepted that getting the sanction done will be difficult.
Okay.
The clients are quite understanding in most cases. Again, for getting those permissions and sanctions and NOCs from various departments, from the fire department, from the airport, from the municipal bodies, and from the environment, it can range from anywhere between 6 months to a year or more. And the challenges, what I would say is, like, there are 3 levels. The first level is the rules and regulations.
Okay.
They are often archaic or really old. Their interpretations done by the officers, that's the second level, the person who's there sitting on the other side of the table, they interpret in their own way.
Okay.
And it changes with a person to person.
Absolutely. Yeah.
One person sitting there would give a sanction in a certain way. If he has changed, got transferred, somebody new has come. Okay. So it will be a different interpretation of the same rule.
Okay.
So I was unfortunate in one particular case of a building. I'll give an example, the fire sanction.
Okay.
We submitted, we went to the committee, and the fire director, he said something, you make these changes and this, you resubmit it and we'll pass it.
Okay.
So we made all those changes and we went back. By that time, that guy has changed and a new guy has come. So he again said, okay, fine, no, this is not right, everything you have. But we said, but we did everything we were asked to do. Yeah. So no. You have to do this change, that change. And then we again did it, and after 15 days a month, we get to say. By that time, again that guy has changed and a new person has come. So again he gives, no, this is all wrong. And there's another set of new suggestions. So the rules are often made with certain ideas in mind, which are often positive.
Correct, absolutely, yeah.
But they become archaic. They become old, they are not to the context has changed, but they would still stick to the same rules and rules. Okay. Because changing or understanding the regulations is very complicated and people don't want to open that Pandora's box. Next, the persons who are giving the permissions, that once again changes.
Okay.
Interpretation changes. Some people are very fast and very helpful. I have been very lucky with some people. They'll really be progressive and try to help you out.
Okay.
But some people are really, really slow.
Okay.
And then comes a third level where the slow is for a reason.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't know how to say, but it's kind of accepted even by the clients and almost everyone that in the building sanction department there has to be one fee that is official, and there has to be an unofficial fee or the speed money or whatever way you want to call it.
Yeah.
Now, me being a person who tried to be honest as much as possible, it's a real challenge.
Okay.
So once again, like I'll give you the first example. When I started my own firm, the first thing I had to do was to get a trade license.
Okay.
So I went to the municipality, and I was 24-year-old. I was fresh out of college, got a huge project, and had to get the trade license. So the officer there, he said, okay, fine, you have to bring this paper. You have got it? I said, yes. Well, okay, fine. And you would have to pay me another 500 rupees. I had the money with me, and it was not a big amount. But I felt really bad. It's like I was taking bribe, or like for me, it was the first time somebody asked bribe for me.
Samne se, yeah.
And I don't know what to do. I sat there for a few more minutes. He started working, he was doing. Then I told him, look, I'm starting my own business, and this is my first step. And I don't want to do it this way. I really don't like to do it this way. The man was great. He didn't say anything. He just completed everything, and he gave me the license and all the documents without taking a penny. I went out and bought 500 rupees of sweets and came and gave it to him.
Okay.
So I wanted to give this example because what I meant is that it's not that everyone is corrupt. It's sometimes our acceptance of this corruption also fuels this corruption.
That's really very true. Very extremely well said.
And I have recently got several examples where I could push through the files and get the sanctions in potentially the most corrupt departments, even paying a penny.
Wow. Okay.
For that, I will acknowledge that this digitization is really helping. So previously the process, what it used to be is that when you give the file, your file, I mean, you have submitted for a sanction.
Correct.
So whichever department it is, they would hold on to the file, and they will not give you the sanction or not pass the file until and unless you accepted their demand and everything.
Correct. Yeah.
Now with digitization, what has come that the moment the submission has all become online.
Okay.
So online we are submitting, and then they will call you to their office to discuss the drawings or details, and that's when they actually start negotiating. Challenge, one has to understand that this guy does not have the power to hold on to the file for long. Previously they could keep the file holding for infinite time, months, till you pay them.
Okay. So
But because now it's digitally tracked. So this file is with this guy. So he has to either accept it within 7 days or whatever stipulated, or he has to reject it.
Okay.
So he will try to scare you. You have to pay, there is so many people I have to pay. It's not only me, I have to pay. The upper people, there is a myth. That I have to give so many people. I said, okay, fine. Is there anything that is not legally correct? You tell me. I'll make those modifications in the drawings.
Okay.
But if not, then I'm sorry. Once again, I cannot say that I won't pay. Okay. Because then it becomes. I said, sorry, the company I'm working for, they have said that they won't allow it.
Okay, yeah.
You can cancel it if you want.
Acha.
How many times will they cancel? They will cancel, it will come back again within 10-15 days, I will resubmit it.
Okay.
So it has happened that I had to cancel once or twice. I tell the client, see, you have to give me a 15 days or 1 month buffer so that I can get the files through without paying any speed money.
Okay. Achha.
But sometimes the clients are also hard pressed. So no, you have to get it through. I have some time commitments. Those are the unfortunate times we have to, accept some succumb to these unfortunate scenarios.
Correct.
But still, what I would say, in this last almost 20 years, I'm working, 2024 years now. At least in West Bengal and Calcutta, things are getting cleaner and cleaner.
Okay.
There is one particular department area, which is the New Town area.
Okay.
I can claim, it's 100% honest department. They won't take a penny to give a sanction to no matter how big a project.
Oh, wow.
We
Okay.
got a sanction for 5 lakh square feet for here, Reliance.
Okay.
Not a single penny. Many projects like
Okay.
2 lakh square feet for budget, corporate office and all.
Correct.
So we also convey it clearly to the client
Correct.
that
Yeah.
look, this is a clean department, you don't have to pay, but maybe in some other departments you have to.
Correct. Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is that it's also how you approach the person, the
Okay.
person sitting, and how much your acceptance to the corruption
Correct.
is also important.
Okay, that's yeah. Please tell me.
Yeah.
No, so that I do understand. I just want to understand. I see where you're coming from. I kind of get a glimpse into your mindset and your ideology into what it is. But addressing corruption when you know your peers are into it as much, all right, or maybe not as much, but you know the industry is there per se as such. So I just want to understand, how are you as a professional in this particular segment addressing this corruption as such?
See, the corruption has two sides. One is we accepting payments which is not officially due to us, or we making payments which is officially should not be done.
Correct. Okay.
So a person can be corrupt in two ways. No?
Yeah.
Like either he's taking money or he's giving money.
Okay.
So the second way, we can say that we are strictly no.
Okay.
There are unfortunate situations like when we request justified fees from our client, they say no, we'll not give, they'll negotiate and reduce our fees. On the other hand, when the suppliers are coming and say, sir, aapke liye kitna rakhu? How much do you want? So in those situations, it's really, really difficult to say no to this person while the client is often not paying what we deserve.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's very challenging.
What has been your experience and your thoughts on dormakaba's services and their product portfolio as such?
Well, dormakaba is one of the companies that we are working very closely at this moment for one of our projects.
Oh, okay.
So the team is coming to us every other day. We are sitting down, working out the details and trying to, address the challenges in project. So we are really touched by the amount of involvement that their technical team is giving in this entire project.
Thank you so much, Mr. Guha, for such a candid and such a heartfelt conversation that we had today. Thank you so much.